Political analyst Dr. Jide joins me now for more on the Democracy Day celebration. Let's begin with how you think political development has evolved over the years in Nigeria since 1999.
Thank you very much. Happy Democracy Day, my brother and fellow compatriots. It's been evolving. It's been a checkered history since 1999, and I was glad when the president went historic in his nationwide broadcast earlier today, where he took us on memory lane, how the June 12th struggle was fought, the battle was fought for 6 years between 1993 and 1999. And if you look at my column in the Punch of today, where I also did a similar chronicle, I went to issues from the time of Ibrahim Badamasi coming on stage with the mindset of a military president, and the event that evolved from thereafter, having to set up the political bureau in 1986, January 13, through to the setting up of National Electoral Commission and formation of two-party system, funding and building of party secretariats for them, and also the whole preparations for the June 12th presidential election and issues that emanated from there. So it's been a checkered political history for us, and what we are celebrating today, as the president did say in his nationwide broadcast, we are celebrating the heroic exploits of Chief MKO Abiola and those who believe in the June 12th struggle, those who were martyred, like Kudirat Abiola, Alfred Rewane, and those who even had to suffer a lot of inconveniences, like Professor Wole Soyinka had to go on exile, including the president himself who had to go on exile under the auspices of NADECO.
Absolutely. Indeed, Dr. Ojo, and perhaps for the first time we're hearing from a sitting president mentioning these individuals' names one after the other. Do you think that the events of June 12, post and pre, have taken its rightful place in Nigeria's history, especially what's been taught in schools?
Well, I'm glad that the immediate past president, President Muhammadu Buhari, returned history to our school curriculum, especially secondary school curriculum. And that's why in my column in the Punch of today, I decided to offer that explanatory to the Gen Zs who may not be alive 31 years ago, or who may just have had half-truths from their parents and from different sources about the true symbolism of June 12 and why it is chosen as our Democracy Day. It's very significant that these are taught in schools, just like in America, where you have Martin Luther King being celebrated for his dream and for his exploit in civil rights movement. We also must have this history that, okay, today, 31 years ago, we had the freest and fairest presidential election, which was even acknowledged by President Muhammadu Buhari himself, which made him to confer the highest national honor on Chief MKO Abiola, though posthumously, as well as the second highest national honor, Chief Gani Fahimi, also posthumously. But, I mean, there are live witnesses to the historic exploits of June 12. People like Babagana Kingibe, who got the second second highest national honor, and several other individuals who played one key role or the other in the whole struggle, which has emanated in civil rule in the last 25 years.
You know, some have said that there's a huge gap between the realities of 31 years ago and right now. That disconnect exists between, Nigerians and those who have led them. The attention has always turned to how political leaders are fed in office, and that has colored the kind of honor and respect that we pay to this part of our history. The fact that we're even saying that the freest and fairest election we've had, held 31 years ago, how well have those who have come after held the fort, in further establishing this?
Well, unfortunately, like I recounted in my column today, I dare say that two major malaise that is plaguing our democratic consolidation agenda are the monetization of the electoral process as well as electoral violence and voter intimidation. Unfortunately, when you look at the progression, we have had, since 1999, we have had 7 general elections. And these 7 general elections, with the 2007 has been declared as the worst in the history of Nigeria, we have made steady progress and things are shaping up. But we still need the political class to allow for credible elections. I echo the thought of former President Goodluck Jonathan, which he said yesterday that we need to evolve a democratic system, a political system that will ensure that we do not continue to have a winner-takes-all, zero-sum game political system. Because this is why the system is always seated up. You win by the slightest of bargain, you win everything. You become billionaire overnight. And even if you miss it by as little as 1 vote, you lose every of your investment. That's why there are different models that have been postulated that spreads the benefit of elections, like the South African system, where they have mastered the use of proportional representation system, which means the party lists are used to reward each political party according to their strength in elections. And that's why you will see ANC by this Friday will be going into coalition with other smaller parties to be able to form government. But unfortunately, we have the system of winner takes all and zero-sum game, where once you win, the losers, no matter the numbers, can go and lick their wounds for the next 4 years. And that is why our political system has been heated up and is highly monetized and plagued with voter intimidation and
Absolutely.
electoral violence.
Some have said a lot still has to be done, especially with the constitutional review ongoing, and that the 10th National Assembly must also, do some work in this regard. Dr. Jide Ojo, political analyst, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us on the news this hour.
It's my pleasure. Do enjoy your Democracy Day holiday and keep safe.
Thank you. And coming up on TVC News at 1.